Yo, 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 chat. How are we doing today? How are we doing? I don't have the display up. We'll change that in a minute because we are here today. 4.8.2 is out. Okay, right. We're going to pause the music just for a minute. Well, a few minutes because we have some stuff to go over. Obviously, as I say, 4.8.2 is out for Starship. And that's why I've not logged in yet. Okay. This is from their patch notes section on the Explore part of their website. And this is obviously 4.8.2 has been released to the live servers and introduces new ships and many bug fixes. This maintenance also includes work for characters being unstowed as well as fixing player characters that were previously stuck in a stowed state. So, these are all potential fixes. Issue where the active route would reset when switching between SCM and nav modes on ships equipped with the command module. Hangar doors would not open for the ship that needed to be escorted during escort missions. HPA and temperature levels would spike dramatically inside the ironclad and command module during navigation due to missing atmosphere simulation. That's good if that's fixed. Actors wearing a helmet would still asphyxiate inside the Drake command module. The Drake Ironclad Assault did not have sufficient VTOL thrust to take off from a landing pad while carrying cargo. That's kind of a big issue. Actors could experience dangerously high HPA readings in certain areas of the Ironclad after docking or undocking the command module. Yep, that's a big issue. The Argo MPUV had incorrect acceleration behavior caused by improperly rotated thrusters. Then, players could not exit the Argo MPUV tractor pilot seat using the Y hotkey or the pit wheel. That could be an issue, being locked into the tractor seat. The Mirai Guardian's radar was displaying incorrectly. Yeah, that's not good. Thruster lights on the Asperia Prowler would reflect and flicker into the cockpit while hovering. Okay, then the Banu Defenders Alien Week 2023 liveries Harmony, Wanderer, and Ocelus were not applied correctly. Okay. I might be buying the Defender today as well, and then using my upgrade that I've got to the Raylan. Several doors on the hangar level of the TSG Idris Tranquility would appear open without player interaction. Okay. ATC would default landing requests to docking ports instead of landing pads for ships that support both at dual support location. Interesting. AI characters were stationary and unresponsive across multiple locations throughout all star systems. Okay. And the Tailwind flight suit, I think that's the one that was the Twitch drop, caused the actor's hands and feet to become invisible. There were poor LODs throughout the MISC Prospector's front and middle hull. Okay. Well, that's all that's on there. So that's that. Then right, do we want to tour the ships first, or do you want to watch behind the ship? Yeah, we can watch behind the ships if you want. Down into here. Yeah, behind the ships. This is obviously the GATAC Tailui? Tailu? I don't know how you pronounce it. I'm sure they'll tell us in this. I think we look at this quickly, watch this, and then we'll go tour both ships. We'll then tour this and we'll save the Raylan for last, because that's the one that we're probably buying. Okay.
The Tilui is a new ship from GATAC Industries. It is our first dedicated alien snub fighter carrier.
We have two categories within our snub division of ships. We have snub fighters and snub crafts. This is really designed for the former, the snub fighters. And they need a carrier because they don't have quantum drive, so they have a very limited range and require a larger ship to get them where the action is. And whilst the Tilui may visually share some elements with the Raylan, it is a new ship chassis.
The real noticeable change on the rear of the vehicle is the large hangar door. And that really reveals the large hangar opening, which also has an air shield across the rear.
It's cool.
The Tilui has the same armament as the Raylan, plus 2 additional top and bottom rear-facing remote turrets.
Nice.
The Tilui holds 4 snubs in its rear section, as well as 96 SU of cargo space.
And the purpose of this cargo is to enable players to use the rearm, repair, refuel mechanics. So there's somewhere for the RMC if you're repairing your hull, for the hydrogen fuel if you're refueling, for the missiles if you're restocking, or for the ammunition if you're reloading your guns.
I mean, it looks cool.
It's a very different environment to what we're used to on a lot of our human manufactured ships.
The Xi'an are the masters of sort of gravity and magnets, so the rear section of the Tilui is its centerpiece. Not only does it hold the 4 snub bays, it does it in a sort of 360-degree environment, allowing you to sort of get in, and you can walk the whole way around the interior of the ship to get to your landing pad.
We're using the actual anti-gravity technology on that, so you can walk on the walls. But
I suppose it's just giving an alien option for it.
The impact is pretty instant. There's no real sense of up and down.
You can go for a jog all the way around it. It's just a really incredible tech.
It's a really fun space to play in.
As you leave the hangar through one of the exits on either side, you walk through a little ready room for your snub fighter pilots. These are small, almost cave-like little corridors that allow you to transition from that intense experience of flying a snub fighter into the calm and into the safety of the rest of the ship. And then once you get back into the main elevator shaft, you're back into kind of like the shared hab area that you're used to on the Raiden.
The whole rec room, which is just like a huge space, really high ceilings. These massive, imposing arches on either side that frame the whole space.
It feels like a fancy Turkish restaurant for me. A bit Grand Bazaar vibes. And the overall art language is like kind of Art Deco / Alien. And I like to use in the organic materials like actual alien rock on the walls, which feels nice, more architectural masterpiece.
The turret access rooms, there's one on either side of the ship, and they feel really interesting. They've got a little more than a typical turret access might have. I like to call it the turret reception, just because it feels like you go in with an appointment to see the turret, and there's this really nice window that gives you a nice view of the side of the ship, and there's like a nice bench in front of it to sit and look out. You have some escape pods in there as well. The whole room came together feeling really kind of cozy and interesting.
The Tilui is for anyone that wants to be in the fight, but wants to play in more of a support role.
I'm very happy with the ship. I think we've really sort of pushed the boat out, especially with the interior section at the rear. You don't have that particularly large firepower, but enough of it is an annoyance to distract other players and allow other people in your fleet to help do the objectives.
It's about supporting your snub fighters and causing as much kind of chaos on the battlefield as you can. It's almost like a swarm of angry wasps that can go in and attack. Or if you've really annoyed people a bit too much, they can get back in and you can just jump away to safety.
You know we need an alien snub fighter now, right?
Yeah, it has crossed my mind. Yeah.
So they're working on an alien snub fighter then? I mean, it looks like a cool ship.
One of the things that our players are especially fond of doing with the new ship is playing a good old game of what fits.
Yes.
It almost always goes way beyond anything that we expect.
Are they going to try putting an ironclad in it?
Have a reclaimer claw go into the rear of this. It's going to look like a proctology exam.
Oh my god!
That's an official request.
Oh, they should have done the ironclad for giggles. Just watch the ironclad just cruising straight into the back of it and blow it up. Oh, but yeah, that's the behind the ship for the GATAC. How would I pronounce it? Tailui? Okay. But yeah, right, let's get into the PU. Right, do we join on Scorchio or Ben? Scorchio, what servers are you on? Are you on Aussie servers? Oh, Ben's in the menus. You did it. Ah! That's why it's saying I can't join you. Okay. Okay, EU. Damn. EU lobby as a whole. Are the Aussies? Nope. Nope. Getting the 60k error. USA. Connecting to USA servers. We're like 121 in the queue. You forgot they were going down today. Yeah, it's why I went out and did everything I needed to this morning. Damn. Dan's just put his current ironclad assault 71% saved. Gaps, Pitbull to Gladius, any warband CCU that pops up in that gap could save another 5 to 10, otherwise store credit filler. L22 Alpha Wolf to Cutlass Red, viable warband CCU. And the C2 Hercules to Prowler, alas no Prowler warband CCU. Ooh. Yeah, obviously I'm at checkmate at the moment because I was doing that stuff yesterday. I turned in the Wicklow stuff like 10 minutes before servers went down and left half in nicks. So I had to go back to get it. Ooh. But hey, at least you got your Wicklow stuff turned in. Ooh. Picked up 2 Valkyrie. Tailui Warbond CCUs already had 2 Starfarer Gemini, a Valkyrie, and a possible chain either towards the Tailui or as an alternative path for a different chain. Nice. EU and Aussie servers are down. So everyone's piling onto the US servers, probably. See what performance is like. I suppose I should finish buying the Defender. I've literally got it in the checkout ready to go. But I think we'll do the tours of the Tailui and the Raylum first. Yeah. That's the thing, I'm only doing it for like the railing because it looked cool. It's definitely not something I would normally be doing. And it gives me more than my Aurora as like an owned ship. Just reading the last bit that Dan's just put in the Discord, in Lemon's Discord. Okay. Right. We've updated. More human pilots are choosing Zion ships. Ship vendors report a massive rise in the number of Zion ships sold last quarter. Known for their highly innovative technology, specifically in their use of anti-grav, many owners claim that Zion ships feature advancements far exceeding what human engineers have achieved. Thanks to sales of the foreign-made ships setting new records, it seems that humans have come to embrace the bold designs of manufacturing houses like Apoa and GATAC. The potential they have for the future of travel and combat. There is some debate as to the UE's stance on Zion ships in our military, though this has not yet been confirmed. Okay. Zion Couture robes turn heads as Prime Fashion Week. The Zion race proves to be wise in more than just politics, as the newest line of Zion-inspired fashion dazzles the runway on the first day. Oh, is that Prime drops? Twitch drops? Does that mean it's Twitch drops? It's the same Prime Fashion Week. Zion phrases every human should know. Meeting a Zion for the first time may seem intimidating, but we've got you covered on all basic basic do's and don'ts when making new alien friends. Looks a treaty renewal called Vital by Imperator. We'll read that one at some point. Senate debates Zion mutual aid. The conflict between the UE and the Vandal continues. Our allyship with the Zion is more important. With the war against the Vandal showing no signs of ending anytime soon, several UE senators. Alright. Turn that off. Turn the hints off. Obviously we've still got the hints issue. Yeah, I am in this rubbish heavy armor I just bought as throwaway stuff for while doing the contested zone stuff. I'll probably pick up some scorched stuff while I'm doing it. And I can just throw this away while doing swaps and stuff. Come on, get us to the lobby. Here and checkmate. Hangers. There's around here. Drop down there rather than going down the stairs. Yeah, let's do the Tai Louis first.
Welcome to the ASOS vehicle retrieval system.
At vehicle name Gamma Tai Louis. Deliver.
Your vehicle has been moved to authority. Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Retrieve it.
Your vehicle has been moved to the following location.
Yeah. Why
Okay.
If you need it, I've got it.
To the large hangar. How's everyone's day been anyway? Okay, chat. Here it is. It looks big. So, first impressions on the outside. Start back here. Let's have a look. There's the bit. There's the hangar door. There's the under turret. I like the design. Let's go. Let's work our way around from the left. Something blew up somewhere. Okay. From the side, that's how it looks. Got that like greeny, bluey sort of tint to it as well. The turret sticking out the side. All servers seem down. What, are you getting the code even on the US? That's mad. Wow. I got hella lucky then getting in. Yeah, there's the left-hand side turret. There's starboard. Obviously these grav, like, landing gear. Looks pretty cool. You're still in the server error. Damn. Let's come back here and have a look at it from the front. It is a beefy boy, isn't it? It is beefy. And obviously the other side will just be the mirror image of the left-hand side. Okay. Yeah, it is a beefy old thing. Where's our entrance? There's got to be a switch somewhere. To get in. Yeah, starboard front leg. Sorry, the grav front leg. Oh, is that where the switch is? Oh yeah. Good spot, Lemon, good spot. Or is it? That's port. Ah. Elevator. Why do I keep thinking the left is starboard? Okay. Right. Let's go in. The cool alien grav lift. That's cool. Oh, you just opened the door. Okay. That's cool. Then you come into here. Fire extinguisher. The aliens have English fire extinguishers, folks. So yeah, so that's that. You come through here. What I assume would be drop pods. The weapon rack. Or are they going to be like... They're not going to be drop pods, are they? They're going to be like armor suit lockers. That looks like it's weapon storage. Yep. Custodian. Okay. Then we come into the ground, into here, where we can do our jogging. Okay, so that's our jogging. And here's the pads. And that's like the air shield by the looks of it. Cool. Ooh. We fell off. Okay. Yeah, that's obviously where you fly your ships in. There's our switch. Which opens the hangar door. Yeah, and then as you can see, you've got the air shield. That's cool. And yeah, you've got to switch that side as well. I'm going to assume this is just going to be the same on this side. Yeah. The same that side. Then you've got your lift here. Could be entrance. Go to the cabins. So this is your cabin area. You come out the front, you've got your beds, habitation. Got one this side and then three that side. Okay. You come back out here, you're in here. Some pretty little life stuff. That's the waterfalls. And then you've got either these components are, assume they're components unless they're just decorative. We might be. What we got over here? Didn't notice if you had these over there. Okay, this is the bathroom. Okay, and then I'm going to assume the same on this side. Yep, so you got two bathrooms. That's cool. Yeah, that's got them bits there. Seating area, table. Cool. Then you come over here. This is your gunnery area, I assume. Yep, enter turret. Then takes you back. And then we're in the turret.
Systems activating. Systems on.
Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. You got different firing modes. Okay. So yeah, that's your turrets. Then the seat brings you back out. So you got a little viewing area out the back. Well, out the front even, I think that is. Like cryopody things. Doesn't look like we can do much with. And then I'm going to assume, yep, exactly the same. Looking out over the other side. Hey, no, we don't want to go in there. We want to go up here. Okay. And then let's take a look at the cockpit. Okay. These are all the component bays. I'm going to assume. Remember correctly. Yep. These are all component bays. On both sides. Another human fire extinguisher. It almost looks like it's a doorway, but it's not. Okay, now the piloting area. Pilot seat, co-pilot seat. Hail target. What the hell is a hail target? And that's the point. Let me just go. What? Bring up lemons. Yeah, let's bring up lemon stream a minute. But that was cool, like animation for getting into the pilot. There we go. Scorch. It's always been there. Use it as a way to see if people are. That's just their. Yeah, that's just their thing for. Yeah, seeing if you can hail the space stations and stuff. Then we turn it on. There we go.
Systems on.
Support. Okay. Coolers. Okay. Oh, cool. Playing around. Obviously, you've got rhinos. There's the weapons there. Shields. Self-status. No target. Scanning. Configuration. Yeah. I'll see we can hail. Although it's a bit balked because Checkmate and Mr. Ben are like overlapping. And then Industrial 3. See thermal cores, a Civ 2, the jump drive, a Civ 2 life support. Missile racks. An Industrial 3C power plant, Industrial 2C Poland quantum drive, Industrial 2C surveyor, shield generators, Industrial 3C strongholds, tractor beam, and rhino repeaters for the gun. And then we're back to power management, and that one's on scanning. Big old radar.
Launch complete.
Takes off okay.
Landing
Yeah.
complete.
So that is this.
Launch complete.
Tailui. S4. Yeah, size 4s.
Landing
Takes off pretty well.
complete.
But yeah, that's the
Systems off.
Tailui. But the Raylan's the one that I really want to look at. Gonna be similar sort of layout, I think. But obviously the Raylan's the one I want to look at because that's the one that there's more components. I would assume so. Yep. Another fire extinguisher there. Then if we go back down to the entrance, we can then get out. Yeah, and the Raylan will probably be quite quick to look at. I imagine it'll basically be very similar. Just obviously the exterior cargo. And I know it doesn't have the turrets top and bottom. So let's put the Tailui away. And yep, I think Lebanon is being told to do fueling. Okay. Let's store that. Obviously here I have my Aurora. I've been using that. I used that to fly into the supervisor place yesterday, testing it. And Raylan, once this says it's stored, it still has 96 cargo for helping the yeah, the Raylan get it delivered.
Your vehicle has been moved to authority property.
We shall retrieve it.
Delivered to the following location.
And yeah, the reason we have these is obviously because we're a subscriber to the game. Yeah. Now here comes the Raylan, the one we're really interested in. Being a cargo hauler and all that. And yeah, it probably won't be a long stream today. Yes. There is the football at 9 o'clock. It is England. Here's the Raylan chat. That's your exterior cargo bays. So, on the sides and at the bottom as well. Hey Ishi, happy level up day. How are you? Hope you've had a good birthday. Yeah, this is our new alien or cargo hauling ship. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, that's all the exterior cargo hauling stuff. Good. How's he doing? How's he doing? Obviously, here's the tractor beams on the bottoms of the landing feet. And on the other side as well. Complaining about them taking ages to make him tea. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's a lot shorter. Right, shorter than the Tailui. Yeah, obviously these come out. You've got the tractor beams for loading. Again, we've got the side guns. Right. So yeah. And then obviously like the grav legs. Again, I'm assuming that would be like a refueling port, maybe? I don't know. Obviously we've got the elevator. It's the same on this side as it is the other side. You've got your turret. You've got your tractor beam at the back of there. And then we call the elevator, and the elevator, just like in the Tailui, comes out, you grab the elevator, comes down, gives you some stairs to climb on, and up we go. Yeah, we're just checking out the 2 new alien ships that we've got. So, and I'm actually buying the ship. So obviously then that, and then the door's shut. Come on, it's the same here. You've got your lockers here are literally in the entranceway. Okay. So they're your like armor lockers, armor holders, your weapons rack. Same on that side. And then we go to the cabin level. And again, I think this will be pretty similar laid out. So these take you over to your turrets. So yeah, didn't notice this. We didn't look at this. That could be the fabricator. That's cool. I think that's going to be the fabricator. Again, like the cryopody things that we don't seem to be able to do anything with. You can see, I don't see any switches around for them. Again, it'd be the same over that side. You got your, I'm assuming, just the same. I'm assuming these are going to be the bathrooms. Yep. There's your bathrooms. What does this switch actually do? Oh, pulled the toilet out. No. The toilet goes in and out of there. That's cool. And it's the same on the other side. Let's just close that up. Again, you've got your waterfalls there. Which is a really cool effect. And your little, like, gardeny bit with holographic butterflies. In fact, the waterfall goes down and goes behind these bits as well. That is cool. Again, your dining area. And then, like I say, this is just going to be a quicker run through. Yeah. Again, you've got your component bays. This here, ooh. Ah, that's the cockpit. What's this? Again, more lockers with EU degraded performance. So yeah, again, you've got lockers and weapon stuff, and then up here you have nothing. Yeah, these are your component bays, just like in the Louis. Then you come here. Again, this will be just components, same as that side. Yep. Obviously, your human stuff. These are the tractor beam seats. Okay. Then obviously you've got your pilot seat and co-pilot seat. And these just look... Oh, doesn't show you. But yeah, they sort of follow you. Grab you up to here again. I know it's all the same stuff, just less weapons. Should we take it out and see what it flies like, chat? Oh, is it a top hanger? It is. I think. It is. Okay. We will take it out and see how it flies. And the reason I waited to take it out to fly this version is because obviously this is the version we're going to be using. So, wait for the hangar to open. I mean, just look how cool it looks. Okay, we'll have a proper look around it in a second. Externally. But yeah, take off. Ads in 2 minutes, chat. Ads in 2 minutes. Okay. Put the landing gear up. Yeah, that was making me think, what the hell? For a minute then.
Landing gear up.
So this is what it looks like when it's in flight mode. In SCM mode. And then if we go into... Yeah, I'm gonna in a second. We've taken the shields off. Let's just put them back on. And then yeah, we'll watch, as Scorchio says, we will watch it transform. Just zoom out a little bit so you can see it fully. Now if I press N, that is cool. I like that. I like that. And press N again. The grav, like landing gears, go up. The front ones go high. The legs, bottom, go down. Yeah, just looks cool. That's cool, that's cool. And then if we go to let's, where's this? Okay, ads have started. Dudley and Daughters. Still server error for you. Yeah, they've acknowledged that there's there's degraded performance. So we'll wait till ads are done. In a galaxy not so far away, Dynac's Star Citizen saga unfold. Lemon Drizzle charts a course for Oz servers, while Scorchio drops wisdom bombs on ship hailing. Ishi celebrates another trip around the sun with speedo jumps and heartwarming chats with Dad. Will the new GATAC ships impress? Stay tuned as we watch them transform. Hashtag birthday in space. Hashtag hail to the chat. Yeah, Ishi, you share your birthday with my mum. But yeah, we'll jump to Pyro 1 in a minute. The planet I've not actually been to. This will be my first time seeing the planet.
Shields off. Shields on. Weapons off. Weapons on.
Okay. I was today years old when I learned that O and P do your shields and weapons. Okay. Yeah, so we'll just wait for them to be back from my ad. But yeah. Can't believe you're still in a server error, man. That sucks. Okay. Right. Give it another 30 odd seconds and we'll be back from ads, chat. We'll be back from ads. Bring that up. Yeah. Lemon's looking at the railing right now. Okay. Right. Welcome back from the ads, chat. We're going to take it into Quantum Jump. That's a cool Quantum Jump effect. As opposed to what you get with like the human ships. I like that. That's gorgeous. That Quantum Jump effect is beautiful. Yeah. I might record a actual YouTube video on like the railing and show it off, but we'll see. Yeah, this is our little cargo hauling alien ship. Kind of what? Just slightly less than the C2 in capacity and Hull B-ish. I think it's slightly more than the Hull B. Yeah, flying this through the wormholes to sit between systems will be immense. We'll definitely have to try out some cargo hauling with it. I think that'll be tomorrow. As we arrive at Pyro 1. Oh, yeah, while I remember as well, put Spotify back on. There we go. Can't believe, yeah, I still can't believe you're in a server error. Ooh, this is a pretty planet. A very pretty planet. Lazarus Transport Hub. Lazarus Transport Hub. Lazarus Transport Hub. Next gateway. Derelict, derelict, not derelict. Rustville. OM4. OMs. Doesn't look like there's much on the planet. Lazarus Transport Hubs. What are the Lazarus places? Go down, it's got a cool look. I mean, it looks cool just from up here. But, yeah, I bet it's got a cool look down on the planet.
Quantum travel complete.
They had a Stormbreaker. What's the Stormbreaker? We fly around the other side of the planet and go to, Rustville. Come on, finish cooling down. We'll fly around the planet and we'll go to Rustville. Ah! That's where you fight the Apex. Let's go Rustville. Yeah, I was just thinking that. I was like, why am I not just jumping there? There we go. You need to make the markers a slightly different colour for on here. They blend in quite well on the planet. Okay, here we go, chat. We're going down to Pyro 1. A planet I've never been to before. And we're going to go see what it's like. Okay. So.
Quantum travel complete.
Oh, it's on the dark side. Was it right Alt L for the lamps? Doesn't look like it has lamps. Yeah, it's a shame. Would have been nice to have lamps. There's plenty of caves around Rustville. Okay. Put the shields on. Turn away from the PvP area. I suppose we should really go to the light side so we can see. Head up so we can jump somewhere. What height's the out of atmosphere on Pyro 1? suppose we're about to find out. We're coming up to 7. There we go. Right. Where can we jump to? Try that one. If that's on the other side of the planet, in the light.
Quantum travel engaged.
Hopefully it is. We head around the planet, and we get to see the planet. Nope, that's still dark side. That's even more dark side. We went the wrong way, chat. Right. Let's try you. No, you look like you're still pretty close. Grey Gardens Depot? Or Stag's Rut? You're like 800 away. You're 800 away. Alright, let's go try one of these ones. See if this gets us on the other side of the planet.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Apparently we came out of quantum. Incoming. What's the incoming? Gotcha, what's the incoming? I don't know what the incoming is. Just head out over there.
Quantum travel engaged.
Is it just to get out of the planet a bit?
Quantum travel complete.
We accept what the incoming is, just to see what it is. If you're a subscriber, you get the new ships for the week. But I don't know if there's like anywhere you can go rent them like with Defense Con. I don't think so. Obviously I'm pretty new to the game. I started just before the wipe. Right. Also, thank you for the follow. Muchly appreciated. And why didn't you... Oh, it's because I've got that on. Yeah, you're now on here somewhere. Because I still had the screen capture on, so it didn't close it. But I appreciate the follow. Welcome in. We are very much a Star Citizen player these days. I was a variety streamer. But yeah, bought a starter pack 2 weeks before the wipe.
Quantum travel complete.
Yeah, I've been about 6-ish weeks. I started, like I say, 2 weeks before the wipe. See, these are all on the dark side of the planet. So you started a week before, so you started like a week after me then. Okay, we're just going to fly down to the planet. It won't take too long. So yeah, so how are you finding it? Obviously, bar all the bugs and everything. Yeah. I mainly do hauling, which is why I'm excited for the railing. Yeah, he did. I mean, the way I look at it is we've just got to remember it's in alpha. And around all the bugs, it is really, really good. And yeah, I get the addiction part. I'm addicted as well. Yes. As you saw, we have our constellation, which, annoyingly, I still had the screen capture on. So we missed where yours landed. But yeah, every follower of the channel gets a star on that system. So literally every follower of this channel has a star on there. And that's whether they're still a follower, dropped off as a follower, or whatever. This is certainly one way to get down to the planet on the light side. Everything seems to be on the dark side of the planet right now. But Scorchio says we have to go down and look what the planet looks like. The planet I've never been to. So what loop are you mainly into at the moment on Star Citizen then? Like I say, I'm mainly a hauler, but obviously with the bugs we had in 4.8.1, I was doing some refueling, and I just started. Yeah, I just started looking into the like contested zone stuff. Because I want to go do a yeah, because I want to go do a executive hangar run at some point. Got down here. A lot of unknown stuff. I'm flying this way because I think this is the way we're going to the light side of the planet. just obviously scanning around. Ooh, copper. Interesting. It looks like it could be a good place to come and do some mining. Yeah, we've been doing some incoming is a hail. Ah. Yeah, it just literally said... Yeah, it just literally said incoming. Didn't say who it was or anything. I hit accept. But never got anything. And we flew away. So, yeah. Yeah, we just flew straight down to the planet in the end. I mean, it looks interesting. Should we land? What are these? Tier seed pods. I don't remember the ships. Quite wide, quite big.
Landing gear down. Landing complete. Systems off.
Let's see what for tier seed pod things are. Okay. I think it would have been cool if they designed like alien style yeah, if they designed alien style things. These are component buttons. What's that bit? Why is my lift not up here? You would think that's the button to call the lift up. Unless we're meant to stand on here or something. Nope. The lift is down there. What looks like it should be the button for it is there. They're your component-based switches. Weird. Weird. That is hella weird. But yeah, that's the referral link. If you want to use the referral link to get yourself a pack, then a starter pack, then feel free. That is just hella weird. Like, why doesn't the lift come up? I'm pretty sure we're not meant to just fall down. How bizarre. Yes, how very bizarre. I mean, we landed. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why we can't call the lift. Okay. Well, it looks like chat for science. We're gonna try going down. No, that's your central lift that goes up, and yeah, there's no other way down. So that's nothing. They're your component bays. Yeah. Because like I say, this has got to be the switch for it, or what's meant to be the switch for it. But I even thought, what about if you stand over here and try pressing it? Nope. It's a huge floor. It's either that or it's like the servers dying on me. Oh, we just fell down to this floor. So if you walk off the front of up there, you actually just fall down to here. Interesting. Yeah, I can see the railing's up on this side. But oh, here's the lift. Okay. Trick to getting off. Fall off the front onto the cabin floor, and then call the lift from there. Very interesting. Oh, it's a hot planet. It is a very hot planet. It's 1-1. It was 1-0 last time I looked. Okay. That's the back. So we want to be over that side. I've come to the wrong side. Okay. Just get back in for a second. And then we'll go run over wherever them pod things are. I'm going to assume it's that little cluster. Why with us being stood here, are we still like 212? Just because we're on this planet? Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised the servers are going like chaos. Because obviously it's new ships. Okay, so what are the pod things? That was the front. Okay. I don't know what these are for, but we're gonna gather some as we're here. As we're here, we may as well gather them. Okay. Yeah, I'm intrigued what these are for. Any more? I think that's all of them. I think we gathered them all right here. It says, as you notice, there's all these as well. Okay. These aren't. Okay. Get back on the ship before we fry. Oh, got away. Yeah, it's quite a nice little planet. So what were they called? They were Voltiar seed pods. And we got 10 of them. Okay. Phocia, sorry. Phocia scrub relies on solar flares for its reproduction. Rather than having judicial stamen and pollen, it allows radiation from flares to mutate its genetics before releasing a seed pod. Some enterprise individuals seek out and collect the seed pods because of their natural radiological properties can be utilised in various ways. Okay, so it's probably used for crafting then. Okay. Yeah, it seems like it's possibly a flaw with this. But at least we know how to get down. Okay. Yeah, we will turn our weapon, turn it back on.
Systems activating. Systems on.
Ooh.
Systems activating. Systems on.
Take off. Yeah, it's a nice looking planet, to be fair. Very deserty.
Landing gear up.
that's for sure. Yeah, that is a pretty cool planet. Great. What do we want to do? Like I say, it's probably just going to be a short stream to the football. Well, England kick off in an hour. We may even. Well, we'll head back. We'll head back to Checkmate first, because that's where we're kind of basing out of at the moment. Hatch City. There we go. Checkmate. Don't even need to put it in. We can just find it by that. Okay. Let's go to Checkmate. What do you think of the data mined quantum fuel changes? So I don't think they're going to be final numbers, but I get kind of why they're doing it in a sense, because you don't want every ship being able to just jump everywhere. You want to be utilizing the carriers and stuff. Yeah, I think tomorrow, we'll take this on a hauling mission. I don't know what we're going to haul, where from or anything. But obviously we're basing out a Checkmate at the moment, so we might want to check hauling contracts from there. Yeah. But I do like the rate. Quite cool. Yeah, let's get in the hangar. Let's see if the let's see if the thing will work this time round. I think it's that way around. Yeah, let's see if the lift will work when we land at the station. Request the hangar. Okay, there's our large hangar. Okay, this is the bottom. Yeah. Okay. Just zoom around here. Is it? Oh, this is the bottom, isn't it? Yeah. We were right the first time. Okay. There it is. Okay. Now, this will be a test. See if the yeah, we'll see if the ladder works here. Okay. So. Come on. Yeah, it seems like an oversight, unless it's a server thing. That seems like it's a bit of an oversight. But we found a way to get around it anyway. Oh. See, works there. That's just weird. But yeah, we'll see about it. We'll see about it. Okay, we're facing the wrong way. Could have been facing the other way. Okay, run back. Lower it down. But yeah, we'll see. Okay.
Welcome to the GATAC vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been moved to authority.
Okay, let's store that. We're gonna put them pod things in here for now. I threw that out last night, and now it's back in there. Yeah, we've got one of the PIAM supervisor key cards. I need to get another one. Just make sure it says it's stored. Yeah. Go. But yeah, I think we're actually just going to leave things there for today, chat. I mainly just wanted to come check the patch notes, watch that video, check out the Raylan and the Tailui. And yeah, tomorrow we will get right back into it. But we will go to our stream ending screen and we will go and raid Lemon. I will send you all over to Lemon. So make sure you go drop him a follow if you're not already following him. He is very much a great person. He's the person that got me into this game. Good old Lemon Drizzle. And yeah, we shall start up the raid. Like I say, I didn't want to wasn't going to do a long one today because of the football. But I appreciate you all being here. Means the world. Like I say, we'll be back tomorrow, 12 p.m. BST. So, what, 7 a.m. East Coast? But yeah, on that, like I say, I appreciate you all. Have a great day. And I shall see you all tomorrow, where we will take the Raylan on some hauling and all that sort of good stuff. So, yep, see you in a few, folks. Have a good one.
Goodbye, mwah, and good night, bang.